Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is Janet Dermody with Cape Breton Originals, and we are live streaming onto Facebook and to YouTube, and we are non-live on Rogers Television up in British Columbia. And look who's here.
I'm doing great so far.
Did you see the Eagles game tonight?
I saw on TV. And did you hear about this? Joey only got a Prince George Cougars jersey. Prince George Cougars is in second round of WHL.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Joey only loves Cougars.
That means I guess Trevor could be showing up any moment. And guess what? Base Guy Show will be back on the air in October 2024.
Well, that's good news. I think.
Base Guy Show will be back.
Did the Eagles win?
Eagles won. Vancouver Giants tried their best this season. Trina.
Ooh, was this the sellouts? They were sold out tonight, weren't they?
Vancouver Giants and Brayford Bulldogs wrote.
Frankie, was tonight a sellout in the house there? The Eagles?
You're following us.
Did they sell out tonight, Frankie, in the hockey game?
What about the NHL?
What was it? Not Frankie?
Frank? I think Frankie's in
Yes.
Australia.
What about Vancouver Canucks?
So what's going on, Frankie?
And did you hear about this? 1 year, Vancouver Canucks joined the NHL.
Oh my God.
1964.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
No idea when the
Brandon, unmute yourself. Not muting, you're too quiet.
Debbie's 1 year. 1 year is Toronto Blue Jays played their first game ever.
1921.
1958. I don't know.
1970s.
1970? Okay. Cool.
Sometime in the late 70s.
Ah. What year were you born, Frankie?
1984.
Oh.
1 year in Montreal. Where's the Montreal Expo now? What city?
Yeah, what he is? You gotta look out.
So where are you sleeping last night?
It must be Washington, D.C. Washington Nationals.
Ooh, I suck at sports trivia.
Awesome. Yeah.
Roger the Wild Cow Show's back on the air Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Roger the Wild Cow Show's back on Wednesday.
I missed your New York City guy. Tell me about Gino. Gino is here.
He's doing great so far. He's back in the studio. He met me in person Sunday and Monday.
I'm sorry I missed it. I had to
Bye now.
Bye, Frankie.
Hi.
My goodness. He had a whole pile of things to tell us tonight. And with Dooley's being so busy tonight in Sydney, I couldn't hear much of what he was saying. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no, I was lost.
We all were. I thought he was in Sydney, Australia, not Sydney.
That dude just like Kool-Aid Man's in. He's a whirlwind of, he's just a whirling dervish of chaos and tidbits and Frankieisms, and then he's just gone.
I know. He does it to us every single time. And it moves us right off our rockers. So in the meantime, who wants to start tonight's show with the first trivia question?
Oh, Brandon, you gotta do this.
All right. Here we go. So 93% of people can identify the smell in 1 second. What is it?
Dirt. Thanks.
The smell of death, the stench of death. Stench of redemption. Smell of death, I'm gonna say. There seems to be this weird thing where people just sort of instinctively know when they're around something like that. So I'm gonna say that.
Yep. My cousin is saying eggs with balanced souls. Shelly is Sislinski is saying popcorn.
Popcorn. Yep.
Oh, fish. There's another one.
I love it. Popcorn's. You know what? Popcorn's a good guess for sure. I'd be surprised if that wasn't super high on the list.
Right?
Immediately identifiable smells.
Yeah.
Identifiable smells. Oh, yes.
Are we
There's so
done
many
guessing?
that are.
Any more guesses out there?
Any more guesses?
Here at land?
93% of people can identify the smell in 1 second.
Sue says strawberry. So we've got eggs, popcorn, strawberry. I think we had some more up here. Hello, Tara Fahey. And Lucius, you're going to join us and play along. Oh, that's you telling him. Yeah. And Frankie
Yep,
says,
and Mandy
Gino,
knows to play along.
mm-hmm.
That
So
is
what's the answer?
Yeah, I'm saying the smell of death.
smell death. Well, the answer is actually peanut butter.
Oh,
Peanut butter. That's disgusting.
And it is very distinguishable as soon as you smell it. I must agree. There was a lot of good
Right.
answers there.
Really good.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's so gross. I'm not a fan of peanut butter. It's as an ingredient, it's okay, but like as a standalone food, it's gross. I don't get it. But yeah, whatever. I will accept what you're saying.
Look, if I'm in the middle of the forest and I'm lost and I gotta wait there on an island and I definitely want me a jar of peanut butter because that stuff will put pounds on your ass and last.
Yes.
Go ahead, Imogen.
Okay. All right. Now, for random trivia, I write out all of my questions ahead of time. I've got I like to do a little bit of legwork on it, so I've got a little more information on my to give background on my answers. And so a lot of the time, I've got a whole bunch of questions ready, and I usually don't get through all of them. And I've still got my question sheets from before we were recording or doing anything for TV or anything like that. So I just sort of went through my archives and found a whole bunch, and I'm certain that I've already done some of these ones. But I also know that we have people watching who have never seen this and are not familiar with my shenanigans. So
I was just going to say that. Lots of new viewers tonight, so hit them up.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
This Armenian soup is cited as a surefire cure for a hangover, and it is made by simmering cow hooves with vinegar, garlic, lemon juice, and onion. Doesn't that sound delicious? Like, can you not feel the? Can you not already feel the last night's party leaving your body just at the thought of simmered hooves in vinegar?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Yucky.
is this amazing monstrosity? Is this A, gazpacho, B, kosh, C, osorio, or D, cimbala?
Ooh, Somalia.
Hello, Sarah.
Just like that word.
I don't think
like that
it's
word,
at all dispatchio. No. So, yeah, I'll go with what Brandon said. The last one, Cimbala.
Cimbala.
Yeah.
Somalia.
Good guesses. Good guesses.
Hello,
Darlene LeBlanc
Darlene.
is saying bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. You know what? I think that when you're feeling like next day death, then a lot of things are good. But Balanced Souls is saying kosh. Sarah is saying C, osorio. So the options again are gazpacho, kosh, osorio, or cimbala. This is an Armenian soup cited as a surefire cure for a hangover, and it's made by simmering cow hooves with vinegar, garlic, lemon juice, and onion. Allison at home is saying D, cimbala. All right, everyone's comfortable in their answers?
Indeed.
The correct answer is B, kosh. Your search for the perfect,
Oh, good job, cousin. Go
your
Bounce.
search for the perfect hangover cure is over. As long as you're willing to eat boiled cow's feet, kosh is an Armenian soup made by simmering hooves, sometimes the stomach as well, with onions, garlic, vinegar, and lemon juice. For centuries, it has been enjoyed in the morning after a night of partying and overindulgence as a way to detoxify the body. Now, I'm just going to go on a limb. I say that the detoxification comes from the inevitable bringing the soup back, the return to sender of eating a boiled cow's foot
Ew.
soaked in vinegar. Just a guess here. That is a surefire way to get all of the toxins out very quickly. But what do I know? I'm not an Armenian soup smith.
Right. All right. Well, are you a English smith? Let's see. My question should be horrendously, who's going to know this one? What punctuation mark ends an imperative sentence?
Oh.
I also did not know. I'm like, okay, what is an imperative sentence? So I only threw this question in because I knew hardly anyone's going to know it unless they Google it. Again, what punctuation mark ends in imperative sentence? Bonus points if anybody can tell me what an imperative sentence is.
Oh, I'm going to say a comma.
Comma? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Amy?
I am lost. I am feeling like maybe I just ate some of that bad Armenian soup for not knowing this one. I at one time had the English skills to know this, and now I don't.
Ooh, Chris says exclamation point.
Yeah, an imperative sentence. You know what? I'm gonna go with Krista on that one. I'm gonna say an exclamation point.
Allison says period. Well, we've got two correct answers with this one because it's a period or an exclamation point. So great job there, ladies. Who can tell me what an imperative sentence is?
I can't.
I cannot.
I got it wrong.
No.
I'm not going to consult the oracle on this one because that I don't know it.
Watch. Alexa, full volume. Alexa, what is an imperative sentence?
An imperative sentence is a sentence that gives a direct command. An example of an imperative sentence is take out the trash.
Oh my God. She actually got it right for once.
Wow.
Usually I ask her something and she gives me it off the cuff, just a silly answer. But yeah, okay, back to you, Brandon.
All right. What is the name of Penny's dog in Inspector Gadget?
Ooh, Brain.
Yeah,
Brain?
it's Brain.
Yeah.
It's Brain.
Okay. A sentence, isn't it?
Penny and Brain.
Yeah. Woohoo! Well, that one was hard.
I didn't say these ones would be hard.
What was the name of her little book that she consulted? Her little computer book. What was the name of that?
Ooh, that's a good follow-up on that one.
Dr. Claw's cat was Mad Cat. That was the fat kitty that was supposed to be evil because he was like black and gray and he had like big eyebrows or something. So that's what denoted evil on the cartoon.
Right.
Or like, because he's the pet of a villain, therefore the cat's evil too. I mean, my cat's a jerk. My cat is the pet of a jerk, so therefore he's a jerk. So this logic tells me that Mad Cat's also a jerk or a villain.
So I'm thinking Penny's little book was a tablet, but they didn't call it that back then.
No, computers were just like not real. Very few homes had a computer in them at that time. Schools had the little computer lab or like one to a classroom. It was a big, amazing thing to use it. And that was super cool.
Ooh, this might bring us back to school, the next answer I have, but it's up to you now, Imogen.
Okay. Often seen at the circus. Which of these performers would you expect to see to see perform enterology? Would it be? Okay, I can't even read my own writing here. Okay. Containerizers, contortionists, contextures, or contrabassists.
I'm going.
These are all circus terms, by the way.
Contortionist is the only one I know. The other ones, never heard.
I'll go contortionist.
Contortionist?
Something like that. Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
Contortionist, not to be confused with a sorcerist. Although I'm sure some circuses do have magicians. The magicians are a staple of the circus, aren't they? They should be. They do weird things and make you go, ooh. And wow. Right?
Nobody's guessing. Notebook. Ah, yes, Shelley, you're right. Yes,
it was just called Notebook?
I think so. Yeah.
Notebook.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Right? Bonus points.
Cool. Yeah, talk about predicting the future. That's that's one that the Simpsons didn't do ahead of time. Simpsons didn't do that one. They did not do that prediction. That was Inspector Gadget.
Allison is saying contortionist.
Excellent. I'll read this again with the options one more time.
Okay.
Often seen at the circus. Which of these performers would you expect to see perform enterology? I'll be honest, it sounds like you got to see a specialist doctor who's going to pull out a little camera on a tube or something. It sounds bad. So would this be containerizers, contortionists, contextures, or contrabassists? And Allison is saying contortionist. You two have both said contortionist. A couple more guesses, and then I will spill the beans on this one. Or no one will guess, and I'll just tell you anyway, because why not?
Mhm. Right.
All right. Y'all were correct. The correct answer is B, contortionist. Enterology. Enterology is the practice of squeezing one's body into a very small container, which appears to be much too small for the human body to fit in. It is an act that has been performed by contortionists for centuries. The skills of each contortionist vary, but are usually divided into front bending or back bending skills. And there's actually a lot of there's a lot of weird myths about them, usually based on because people don't really understand the extent of what you can do with your anatomy. So there's a lot of rumors of like witchcraft and stuff like that, which is super cool. I like to think that it's like demonic possession allows you to like do weird stuff and pull your arm behind your head and bend yourself into like, you know, a little accordion and
Look, the
we
winter's
don't
been
have
that
witches
wild.
doing it.
I could squeeze myself into a sea can. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, really big, and now so am I. So
Awesome.
no, not awesome.
Totally awesome.
Too funny. All right, we ready for the next
What's a room in a sea can? You are not that big, man. Like at all.
one?
Come on.
I don't know. I think I could.
You're not
probably
huge.
put the contortionist in it.
Oh dear Lord.
God help me. Speaking of the sea, the next question: who named the Pacific Ocean? You should know this one, Imogen. You live on the Pacific Ocean. She's like, what?
You should know a lot more about stuff around here. I really don't. I know very little about this place.
Right? We're all learning. We love it.
Captain Pacific. I will say it was
Pacific.
Captain Johnny Pacific.
Be more
They're
specific.
great.
No. You're gonna have to do better than that. Yeah.
He got whacked in the brain by a sail turning around, and or he walked into a barrel and he was a little loopy, and he named the ocean he was on the Pacific, not knowing it already had a name. I don't know.
No.
I'm going with Captain Pacific.
Captain Pacific.
And on that note, we don't have Captain Atlantic either down here. So
That's disappointing. Very disappointing.
we got Captain Highliner though.
Well, I'm gonna guess Captain Hook.
Captain
Maybe
Hook.
he did it.
Solid guess.
No. Not Captain Hook. Not Captain Pacific, and not Captain Atlantic. Anybody
Not
else
Jack
have a guess
Sparrow.
of who named the Pacific Ocean?
Brandon did.
Yeah, it's me.
It was totally Brandon.
Brandon broke the Pacific Ocean. All right. So we won't break anybody's brain any further. The person who, and once I think you hear the name, it's going to make sense. It was Ferdinand Magellan.
Oh,
Ferdinand.
Straight Magellan. I don't know
that
what
guy.
in position to the Pacific, but I think maybe somehow they might be related. Cousins, distant ocean cousins.
Ocean cousin.
Back to you, Brendan.
Little known fact, his nickname was Captain Pacific.
Right? Shelly was with you. Oh no, Captain Cook. You said Captain Hook.
Yep. Good old
Too
Captain
funny.
Hook. Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us?
All right.
Brain?
This is a tough one, maybe. I don't know. So what city does the TV show Sex and the City take place in?
Ooh,
New York?
I'm thinking Hollywood. I don't know why I'm thinking Hollywood. Maybe you are right with New York. I think there's so many Sex in the Cities now. Is there more than one Sex in the City, or am I thinking of Desperate Housewives? There's Desperate Housewives in every city.
It's a bunch of trashy ladies acting poorly, so really it fits any city. So
Right? New Orleans.
trailer park behavior in tall apartments. I'm not familiar with Sex in the City, at all.
It looks
I
like
don't
New
know
York.
it,
Mm-hmm. New
but
York
I'm
City.
guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing New York.
And Darlene is saying New York City. Allison's saying New York. Darlene's like, it sucks in the city. And how are you doing, Darlene, darling? And Shelly's roaring. Yeah, I'm going with the city too. I'm thinking in New York, they probably have sex in the sidewalks. It's normal.
I'm saying New York because the theme of the show, New York is known for its very tall buildings, which obviously have the phallic connotation. So it seems like it would be, and also the fast pace of the city being part of its legacy. Yeah, this is kind of why I'm leaning towards New York. I'm probably dead wrong, but
no,
that's where I'm going with it.
I'm thinking you're pretty right. What's the answer there, Brendo?
Well, the answer is New York City.
Oh, zang! Deductive reasoning.
No.
Deductive reasoning for the win. Reductive.
Darlene got that right. Sex in the City would be Sydney. Yes, we do have people having sex in the city quite often.
Oh dear.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It's one of those things. I think it's happening in most cities now, to be honest with you. Sex all over the city.
You know what? Population is not going down anywhere, so clearly it's happening everywhere. Although I do believe that Victoria was within the last year, there was some article floating around online that Victoria was voted like the most romantic city in Canada or something like that. And I kind of got the feeling that was, I really questioned the validity, and I feel like it was a tourism piece that a lot of cities published. Edmonton, the most romantic city in Canada. Really? Edmonton? Fort McMurray, the most romantic. No. But I did see an article about Victoria being, called the most romantic city or something like that, which was interesting because we're known for scenery and restaurants and a lot of first date cliches. So maybe it was voted that way, but I feel like it was the tourism board that voted it.
Romances, they don't ask you for sex.
A lot of cliches.
I don't even know. All right. It is your question, Imogen.
Okay. What was the first American zombie movie? Was it A, Zombie, B, Night of the Living Dead, C, The Dead Walk Again, or D, White Zombie?
Ooh.
And these are
Night of the Living Dead.
I'm going Walking Dead.
Dead Walk Again, Night of the Living Dead. Viewers at home, what say you? Players online, what say you? What was the first American zombie movie? Was it Zombie, Night of the Living Dead, The Dead Walk Again, or White Zombie? Darlene is saying the second one, Night of the Living Dead. That is a solid guess, actually.
That's what I was thinking. Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. Not a real big.
All awesome movies. They're all very different zombie movies, by the way. Like all totally different vibe, different theme, different concepts of like zombie lore.
Right.
Fascinating.
I'm not a zombie lover.
There's some zombie stuff where I'm like, oh, this is, where I really like this, part where I really like it. And then other stuff I'm like, oh God, this is just badly done. And I'm angry that I've wasted my time watching like 90 minutes of something that, fun fact, I am sort of trained to do casualty simulation makeup, which translates to a lot of zombie makeup. So it's simulating actual injuries and things like that for the purpose of training paramedics, firefighters, etc., first responders by recreating actual injuries and things. And there is the obvious crossover of zombie makeup. So I have a real appreciation for that, which is why all of the options here I picked because of, and a big part of it was the actual zombie effects, why I put these all in here. Shelley saying Dead Walk Again. Excellent. All right. I think everyone's got all their guesses and where they're all comfortable with it. Well, the correct answer is D, White Zombie. This was the first American zombie movie. It's widely considered to be. There's a little bit of debate on that one. White Zombie was released in 1932. It was directed by Victor Halperin and starred Bela Lugosi and Clara Bow. The term zombie in the film, it does not adhere to the modern concept of reanimated flesh-eating corpses. It actually played a really significant role in shaping early cinematic portrayal of the undead, which later evolved into what we now see. This one leaned more on the Haitian folklore of people with the dust that kind of puts them into like a coma-like state, and then they're kind of controllable, and they just kind of walk around blindly doing pointless tasks.
They need to sell this stuff. I want zombie dust.
Right? Like, how cool is that?
Right?
So yeah, it was a super cool movie. It's also
do them, do the dishes, cook, go get that laundry done. I would run out of dust so fast.
The garbage, landscape my lawn.
Right?
Yeah, it was also the namesake of Rob Zombie's first band, White Zombie, from the 90s.
Oh, cool.
1999, 91, something like that. Yeah, it was, and it's actually more of a romance movie, more of a love story than a horror movie. So, but it still did kind of hinge on, it was set in like Haitian plantation, zombies walking around everywhere. This creepy dude falls in love with this young lady, but she's married, and so he kind of zombifies her, thinking, oh, she'll be my wife. The husband will accept she's dead, and then I'll program her and she'll be my wife, but it's not her anymore. She's zombified. And so in fairy tale fashion, there's a fight over the girl, and the husband kind of like, even though she's in this coma state, it's her love with her husband kind of brings her out of it, and so he gets her back.
Dumbified. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. There's nothing like cool about a zombie. All right. So what is the name of the biggest technology company in Korea? What do you think is the biggest technology company in Korea? South Korea.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Apparently different than regular Korea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Windows?
Yeah. There's so many technology companies over there. Which one is
Microsoft?
The biggest? You're saying Microsoft? Nope.
In Korea.
Yep.
Korea.
Nokia. I don't know. Maybe Nokia is Swedish. Sounds Swedish?
No, it sounds like it could be totally Asian, but it's not the right answer. Keep going. Come on, guys. Guess.
I don't know Korean words. I don't know tech brands. Coca-Cola.
Allison says Samsung, and it is Samsung.
Oh,
good job, Allison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a stack of Samsungs right in front of me. Oh, I feel like I have failed my tech masters.
You got a Samsung. Back to you, Brandon. Awesome. Right?
Back to me. All right. Here's a tougher
when I say
one.
I got a stack of Samsungs, I mean like I got 3 of them right here.
Wow.
They all serve a purpose. They're all functional. They're all. I feel like I've let them down. These robots control my life. I'm obedient to them. One of them's singing to me now. It's beeping this.
Right.
I'm sorry, overlords.
Oh wow. All right.
All right, Brandon.
Well, now we're sticking with sort of technology. We're going kind of automotive here. So here we go. 21% of us have no idea how to do this with our car. What is it?
Fix it.
Change a tire. Check your oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fill the tires.
I can change a wiper and the radio station and change the clock.
Set the clock. Oh my God, set the clock.
Right.
Now you know what? I'm gonna stick with change tire. Change tire.
Change the tire. It could be change the oil. I don't know how to do that either. Oh my God. Yeah. There's a million things I do not know how to do with the car.
Yeah, depending on the vehicle, I can change the oil. Like in my car, because it's all Tetrised in weird, it's not, it's not a straightforward thing. You got to pull a whole bunch of parts out to get to the oil pan. But on like an older Ford, oh yeah, climb under, open it up, and drain her, let her out.
Right.
No problem. Some vehicles are easy. Yeah.
It's just like people. Some people's easy, some people's hard.
Yeah. And we love them both.
Right?
They both bring something awesome to the table.
We like to drive them all.
And if you're lucky, the easy ones are hard. So.
Too funny.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Any more guesses?
Silly with a Samsung too. So Allison's saying change a tire, and Imogen said change a tire. I said, parallel park. Oh, wow.
Ah,
I am very good at parallel parking. It's one of those things. I took the Young Drivers of Canada back when I was 16. It was, it's the only thing that got me out of the youth center. It was like, oh my God, driving lessons, take me.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly's guessed parallel park. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the answer?
The answer is operate cruise control.
Oh, that's not that hard. Press 40 buttons and
21%
make sure you
though.
go
That's
off
a
the
low
road
number.
while you're doing it. Then you press the brake to decelerate it and or stop it. And yeah, it's not bad. I've managed it, but I don't do it often. I mean, I much
So
prefer
that
to be in
means
control of myself.
You're not in the 21% range, which is good.
I suppose. You can't do
Cool.
that? Can you, Imogen? I'm sure you can.
I have forgotten like I don't use it.
I know.
I just don't like it. Like I don't really see the point. I've accidentally turned it on a few times, and I'm like, oh, well, that's where it is. Great. Why do I have control on it?
Right?
So, yeah. So I can. I don't like it.
I mean,
I
the
find
only
it weird.
I've ever messed with it is when I drove from Ontario to Cape Breton, and I only did that like maybe 3 times. So 3 times in my life I've had to use it. That's it. But yeah, your turn, Imogen.
All right. The Czech Republic is home to an amazing fertility rite. What is this awkward thing? Is it A, dousing women with cold water, B, whipping, C, kissing under the willow tree, or D, shooting ripe berries at ladies from a slingshot?
Oh my God.
Oh,
What?
I'm going to go with A.
Dousing women with cold water? Nothing gets you fertile or in the mood like any of these things. I mean, okay, kissing, that has some obvious tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
So, Czech Republic, fertility rite. Which of these is it? Dousing women with cold water, whipping, kissing under the willow tree, or shooting ripe berries at women with a slingshot?
Are they
Sounds like
trying to
Bart
repel the
Simpson here.
women or attract the women? I think I'm confused on the question. Is it repelling or attracting?
It's attracting. The idea is to attract, but it's
All right.
also a fertility thing. So it's a let's make a baby thing, or good luck having a baby.
Yeah.
I find the whole concept strange.
Yeah, I'm thinking unless you're kissing them, all those other things are like, hey, I'm breaking your baby maker. Just try it.
Like, but at the same time, it could also be like, my sister's trying to have a baby, or like, let's whip some berries at her and hopefully it helps with fertility.
Yeah, like
I don't understand traditions.
I don't either. I mean, are you standing there with the berries, like you got your mouth open, you're eating the berries?
Slingshot berries, like
berries?
just,
Yeah.
Is this a question made by Bart Simpson?
it could be.
So this is in the Czech Republic? I am never looking for love in the Czech Republic. Ever.
If you want to have a baby in the Czech Republic, this fertility rite is something that if you say to your friends and neighbors, we're trying to have a baby, we're doing what we can, but we need some spiritual support. Someone will either douse you with cold water, whip you, kiss you under a willow tree, or shoot ripe berries at you from a slingshot. One of these things.
Ever of somebody throwing water at me thinking, oh my God, you like me. Now, oh my God, I'm going to rip your throat out. What did you do? What did you throw cold water at me for? I hate cold water.
Being pelted by berries.
Thank you.
Nothing gets your overflowing like being pelted in the back of the head with berries.
Ow! What was that? Oh, hey!
I can hear the neighbor's uterus ripening already.
I got a comment. Corey Aldares. I love Janet. I watch all her videos. Residing in downtown Halifax, she provides the best media coverage on the island. I do try. When you're this size, you can cover the whole island all at once. Oh, God. Yeah. Last year I was half my size. I decided for the new year I would double me. I'm working real good at it.
You have not gained that much weight. There is no way.
Dear God. Like, I'd have to put the wide view on the camera if I stood up. So no.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. I'm feeling all right good about myself lately. Yeah. Anyhow. I know.
All right.
Next. Maybe it's
Okay.
Woo.
So,
Right? Okay.
all right. So no one's really guessing on this one. So, all right. The correct answer is B, whipping.
Ooh.
Dudes roam around with decorated willow branches and whip the ladies. It's now, to be fair, it's more of a light flogging, a gentle bludgeoning, not actually intended to cause injury. So the willow whips have little ribbons tied to the end, and the whole thing is meant to encourage good health and beauty. So it's more like a little magic wand, like they kind of wave the little ribbon on a stick at you and kind of like whack you in the, I don't know, in the back of the leg or something. Yeah, I don't understand it, but
I
it is whipping. It's whipping for fertility and good health with a little willow stick with a ribbon. So it's
goodness.
Yeah, right? Like I don't know. I know all of these things are variations of fertility rites that I was reading about to put this together. So but the whipping one is specific to Czech Republic. I don't remember where the other ones are from, but somewhere in the world, if you're wanting to have a baby or during a fertility rite, like community ceremony, there will be dudes with slingshots and berries pelting ladies with ripe fruit, ripe berries. So
strawberry.
If it hurts, there'll be no courting happening. There'll be some running and chasing and screaming.
Like the thing, see, I would be that guy who's out there like trying to catch the berries in my mouth. I'd be missing because I'm terrible at catching stuff with my face. Like unless I'm boxing, I don't catch anything with my face. So
Right?
for catching fruit, I would try. It would wind up all through my hair and yeah. So there you have it. Czech Republic whipping.
Yes. All right. So next question, and everyone's going to know
Awesome.
this one. What is the rarest M&M color? I know.
Red.
No.
Wait. Brown.
Green? I'm gonna say green. Just because there's some controversy over the girl M&M that was green, and they made it so she's not wearing high heels anymore because someone complained it was sexist or something.
What?
So I'm gonna say it's green.
How is a candy sexist? I mean, even if you suck on the candy, is it still sexist, or is it melted in your mouth because it's yummy?
There was some complaint about like that she was in her wearing heels was somehow sexist. I don't get it. I wear heels all the time, and I guess that if you say that, I'm not going down that rabbit hole because this is going to turn into a weird rant that won't make sense to most people. But it makes sense to me. I love my heels. I have at least 50 pairs of stilettos, and I'm sticking with green because the green M&M wore the heels.
So we've
let's face it, she was hot. Not because of the heels, just because she was green.
Tasty. She was hot and sweet. So
oh yeah. Hot
Brandon says Emily says green. Allison goes with brown, and Shelly says brown. Oh no, Brandon said brown as well. And the answer is it's brown. Brown.
Okay.
Back to you, Brandon. What do you got for us?
No.
All right, here we go. 77% of us have one of these that doesn't work. What is it?
A TV.
Tonsils.
Oh, is it a body
appendix?
Something that doesn't work.
A tail.
Doesn't work. 77%.
Be a
I
remote
cannot make
control.
a vestigial tail. It doesn't work. A couch guy. Unemployed couch guy.
I was thinking of unemployed.
I'm going to say a couch guy without a job and no prospect. Doesn't work. Couch guy doesn't work. He's now your pet. Yeah, tonsils or couch guy? You know what? I'm going couch guy. Final answer. Couch guy.
I'm going to go remote. Yeah, I feel like it's a remote
Bonus
that don't
points
work.
if your couch guy has bad hygiene.
Yeah. Mhm. Although the Molly Maid service seems to have not worked for me for quite some time.
Oh no!
All right, we've got no answers from the audience. Come on, Allison, Shelley. Shelley says a lighter. Ooh, that's a good answer.
It is.
There's a couple other really good ones out there. I know.
Big pen.
I'm sticking with remote and TV. Okay,
The
just
neighborhood
remote.
I grew up in, the correct answer would be a Trans Am.
Yeah.
Right?
Up on blocks in your front yard.
We're going to the yard. I got 3 ATVs and one of them don't work. I'm trying to get it fixed, but yeah, we'll stick with the remote.
Stick with the remote. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
I'll
stick with
reveal
couch
the
guy.
answer. Here we go.
Okay.
The answer
Couch guy.
is a flashlight. Flashlight.
My God, everyone's phone's got a flashlight now. Were they even thinking of that when they come up with this question? I don't think so.
Is it probably a question from the 2000s, you know? Yeah, this flashlight doesn't work.
Allison had a good answer. Phone. I think everybody has I've got a little collection of phones that don't work. I mean, why they don't work obviously makes sense, but they don't work. Back to you, Imogen.
All right. Chocolate is a relatively newish part of Easter traditions. Which chocolatier introduced those horrific waxy chocolate eggs? Was it A, Fries, B, Lindt, C, Cadbury, or D, Omega?
I'm going
Cadbury.
Yeah, Cadbury's the only one I know that makes any eggs. I don't know about the other ones.
All right,
Yeah,
two for Cadbury. Viewers at home, what say you? So,
Kim Barrington, hello. New viewer. She says C.
C is Cadbury, another one for Cadbury. So, the options again are Fries, Lindt, Cadbury, and Omega. Who gave us those horrible waxy chocolate eggs? Oh, I ate one the other day. I didn't realize it was chocolate. It was on top of like a donut. It was like a seasonal donut. And oh boy, I'm like, oh, a little piece of candy. And I ate it.
Hard, chunky things on soft things. I don't want to have to feel like I ate rocks with my flipping cookies and donuts. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with them? Every time I see something hard on something soft, it's like, why? Why did you break that food? That's just my thing.
There is an art form to doing that, and the fast food versions are an abomination. From the perspective of someone who creates food, they're an abomination. But when you're in the mood to eat garbage, that's what they're there for. I will occasionally order like a giant fat sack of Sevi hot food from Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats or whatever one of those stupid delivery ones I uses, and I'll hear a little sound in the hallway, and I'll open the door, and the garbage fairy has left a big bag of Sevi takeout, some monstrous pizza. Oh, it's just awful. I'm like, today I eat trash. I live up to my raccoon heritage by eating trash.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm exempt, but I am aware that what I'm doing is an abuse of my body. Oh, Shelley's saying the first one, Fries. All right. The correct answer is, Shelley had it right, it is Fries.
Wow.
Candy maker. Yeah, Fries chocolate gave us that horrible but oh so welcome addition to the Easter tradition.
Never even heard of fries. I mean, other than French fries, you know.
Yeah, they're I want to say it was in like 1890 or something when they started doing this. They are still around.
That's why I haven't had it.
They're British. They're still around. They're British, but we don't really have them here. But that's who gave us that. That's who did that. Blame them. It is bad.
They've got stuff that's all weird, like Melba toast. Melba toast. Who in the God's name eats that crap? And why? Why? Like, that's just, it's torture. What? Yeah, I beat you with that shit. Get in here.
Not gonna lie, Melbourne it up. Okay, so when I go to Vancouver, on the ferry, they've got there's this little quiet area called the Sea West Lounge. You pay a little cover charge to go in. They've got snacks and coffee, stuff like that, and it's quiet. It's an almost no kids area, but they'll say when you go in, like, quiet. You can bring your kids in, but if they're going to be fussy and noisy, you got to take them outside because it's a quiet area. So I always go in there because it's quiet. There's space.
It's not quiet if they're eating Melba toast. You can hear them crunching. The ferry's over.
It's crunchy, yes, but I do Melba it up with the little cheese slices, and I'll drink my coffee, and I'll have my little toast, and I'll dip it. So I've got like cheese in my coffee, and it's what I eat is just horrific. I'll be honest. I know it's disgusting. I have a diet that would gag a yak, but I do have the Melba toast on the ferry in the Sea West
We don't
Lounge.
call Melba toast here in Cape Breton. We take it out of the Melba toast box and we put it into a
throw it.
coupon box, flavor it with like salad stuff, and yeah, we don't eat that Melba toast. No, we call it toast and we flavor it and we eat it in our salad. So we like to choke on Melba toasty stuff on with our greens. So
Awesome. Turn it into croutons.
Crouton.
All right, next question is, this is a good one. I like this one. What was the first soft drink in space?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Coca-Cola.
Space.
Yeah.
Tank
Coca-Cola.
doesn't get a soft drink.
Say who?
Yeah,
What?
Tang isn't a soft drink. Or
No.
what's the definition? Yeah, you know what? It would be either Coke or Pepsi, most likely. Well, no, maybe not. Like if it was, what's the Russian version of Coke? Russian Coke. Yeah. Coke. Angry Coke.
Yeah.
It's a white Russian.
Red Army Coke.
I call ya.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Russian Coke, a Russian beverage.
Right? The answer is Coca-Cola. Yeah. Back
Not
to you.
Russian.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, here we go. Everybody should get this one. 36% of people claim they've never had this for breakfast. What is it?
Melba toast.
Macaroni and hot dogs. You know what? Melba toast is. No one's going to eat that for breakfast. Fruit Loops. It could be anything.
37% never had it for breakfast. Egg in a hole.
Caesar salad. Cold pizza.
Cold pizza. Who hasn't
Period.
had that for breakfast? That's like a breakfast hangover of choice. That's a breakfast of champions right there.
Cold pizza is meant for breakfast. That is breakfast food.
Yeah.
But there's, I'm going to say there's a lot of people who probably haven't had the privilege.
Oh my God. Those poor people. Where are they? I feel right bad for them. I want to send them a pizza. By the time they get it, it'll be right cold and they can have it for breakfast.
You know what? Armenian cow hoof soup.
Oh, yuck. No, it's
Vinegar.
never. It's a bad day when you're having that for any meal. That or soup. Yeah.
Vinegar hoof soup. I feel like that's a very low number. I feel it's more like 98% people have never had vinegar hoof soup. But
I feel that vinegar hoof soup would have the effect of like a semaglutide injection. It
I
would
bet
just
there's a kick to it.
make it not hungry. Oh, I bet you not hungry for quite some time. Really put the oomph in your step, Brendan.
Oh yeah.
vinegar hoof soup.
Ice cream. I can't say I've ever had that for breakfast, nor have I ever wanted that for breakfast. Oatmeal.
man.
Allison says oatmeal. Scrambled eggs says Kim. Kim, 37% you don't think ever had scrambled eggs for breakfast?
Here's a
Interesting.
lunch.
Mm-hmm.
A before bed snack.
Mm-hmm. All righty, Brandon, what's the answer?
The answer is pizza.
Ah! Ha-ha!
Those people were not from Great Britain that they asked that from. Alex says salt and
No.
vinegar chips. I think you're right on that one too, Alex. That one's definitely low on the list of what you haven't had for breakfast. Yeah, or high on it. All right, Imogen, back to you.
Same. I was just being a smart ass. I didn't. Okay, cool.
I love cold pizza for breakfast.
My smart butt guessed right.
I am hot. Whew.
Yeah, you
Oh my God,
are.
those folks that never lived. I agree, Kim. I agree. Cold pizza is the bomb.com.
Yeah. Okay. Which gaming system changed gameplay by introducing a controller with a numeric keypad, side buttons, and the roller controller? Was it the Sega Master System, ColecoVision, Atari, or Pong Tabletop?
Good God. I don't know. It sounds like a remote with way too many things to think about while you're trying to play a game. It's like, oh my God, my remote's too big for my hand. It's too much going on. So Alex says Sega, and I'm going to have to go with Alex because I haven't got a single clue. Good
I'll try the
morning.
tabletop one.
The
You're going
tabletop one?
tabletop Pong tabletop. Okay. Comments are not coming up on my screen, so I can't see what people at home are guessing.
Oh.
Those
So
options again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sega. Lucius said good morning, everyone, and go ahead with those options again.
Oh, hi, Lucius. All right. So, which system changed gameplay by introducing a controller with a numeric keypad, side buttons, and the roller controller? The options are: was it the Sega Master System, ColecoVision, Atari, or Pong Tabletop?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Alex with Sega. I got to jump all over his answer because I haven't got one of my own.
I'm covering the name on this one, but this is one of those controllers.
Dear God, I have never saw one before.
Keypad. The roller controller has the name in big letters, so I'm not going to show that off just a second.
What are we back in 1970 here? What year was that darn thing made?
This thing, I want to say this was 1980, might have been 1979.
Probably 1925.
Yeah.
Compared to you, yeah.
We're John Phonics here, Lucius, so that's fine.
Hi, Lucius. Lucius is awesome. I love that dude. All right. The correct answer on this one is ColecoVision. So this is the roller controller expansion to the game system.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an original ColecoVision. These are little bays where the little controllers would sit comfortably. That's the front. You got a little gaming port there.
I would see that for sale somewhere. I'd be like, "What is that?"
I thought that's where the batteries go.
This is archaic.
Like, those are big batteries.
Did you know what those look like, Brandon?
Yeah.
No.
So these
Oh.
these two pieces, they fit together, but this is the roller controller that gives you your directional control. This was a huge technological leap in gaming because you didn't just go sideways and jump. You could move in any direction.
Well, this is the game about people playing with people's buttons. I'll rub your button.
Yeah. If you want to push someone's buttons, and you know what? We got fast with these bastards. Like with these bad boys, you've got your side buttons, you've got your joystick, and you're tapping, you're typing. Like
Well,
none of this finger typing.
And
Yeah.
I've never ever seen one of those before. Honest to God, I feel like it's one of those inventions. Like, is that Marconi's thing for the telegram?
I do have a Telegram thing here. I've shown it on the show before, but I do have a Telegram thing.
That is
But yeah, like
hilarious.
you get real fast, like side button control, and you're working the joystick while typing, like with your other fingers while hitting the joystick.
That's a game squared.
Yeah, it was a wild experience, man, and it's all in like 4-bit graphics on this tiny cruddy TV, and oh yeah,
Does it still work?
it does. Yes,
Do you have a TV that it will work on, or you got an adapter that goes from VGA to digital?
I have a TV here that it does hook into. Like I do have an older TV. Up until about 2 years ago, I had a giant fatback TV, but one of the components died, and no one around here fixes it anymore. But I do have like one from the very end of the production line from when when you could get an adapter and hook these little things up to it. So I do have a TV that it works on. So I have to dig out the adapter. But yeah, I'm getting my gaming room all set up again, and ColecoVision is coming back. We're gonna bring back ColecoVision.
Ooh. Cool.
I'm so stoked. I
Excellent.
get to play Mr. Do.
Interesting question. All right, another one here. Which country invented ice cream? Which country do you guys think invented ice cream?
Ice cream.
It
Ice
surprised
cream.
me to
You
know the
scream. We
answer,
all
I must
scream
say.
for ice cream.
Yeah,
Uh,
remember, and you can sing it better than that.
I'm gonna guess
we're known for
Canada.
being cold.
Canada.
Canada. Let's go Canada.
How did you know it's China? That's it. Alex is a Googler. He's an Alexer. He's a Syrier. No, I'm just kidding. it is China.
Comments
When I-
were loading.
China. I was like,
China
good
invented
grief.
ice cream?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I thought. I was thinking like
And I've
Baskin
had
Robbins.
ice cream in China, and I thought it was really good. Yes.
Did you? I
Well,
thought
no
they
wonder.
hey in China.
They invented it.
Sorbet. Yeah,
Awesome.
it is China. Apparently, you know what, Allison, you nailed it there. Everything's made in China. For the love of God, why didn't we know that? Duh. Duh.
You know what? Yeah. Context.
Mhm. Yeah. So anybody who's here in Nova Scotia, at least here in Cape Breton, knows it's been kind of chilly. Although when we had our solar eclipse on Monday, it was really warm here in Cape Breton. I went down to the Highlands to the most northern part. So I was part of the totality, the full path, and it was the coolest thing ever. End up going into a yard. Hello, Matt. And I had to get onto a lady's Wi-Fi because when you're that remote and that far north in Cape Breton and at the edge of the world, there's bad data. So I thought,
yeah.
that I was going to hit good data because they said there was a couple of spots that were good. Yeah, well, good and great are not the same. Once I went live, it shit the bed. Every time it just, 3-4 seconds in, off it went. I met a lady while I was waiting to set up because I was just, lounging in the sun, waiting for, the sun to go away. But before the solar eclipse happened, this lady's like, well, if you need to come up to my yard, I got a really good viewing area. Well, by the time I realized my data wasn't working, I zoomed over to that lady's house. God love her, Kelly Canary. And thank God for her. She, gave up her Wi-Fi password, her yard, and an amazing view of the solar eclipse. And it was absolutely breathtaking. Did you guys get a chance to be in this? Was the path of totality up where you guys were?
No, I was only the partial.
Yep. Well, what an experience.
But I am in the path in 2044.
Oh,
totality right in my front yard here. So.
Oh, good. Well, for
20
me,
years from now,
the best part of it was when it fully covered and her solar lights come on in her yard. I didn't expect it to get that dark that the solar lights were going to come on. So when they come on and it got dark, you could hear the squirrels going crazy in the video. The animals were, Victoria didn't show much, just bright clouds. Well, I'll tell you, I was in Capstick. It was beside Meat Cove, and it was at the totality path, and it was just mind blowing. And I got to live stream it all. It was like awesome. So yeah,
so cool.
It was really cool. It was definitely a lifetime experience. Glad I had my granddaughter and her best friend down there to go along. Oh, and we also stopped and we live streamed. Remember we were talking about giants? I said to Alexa, what was the biggest giant in Cape Breton? It was Giant McCaskill, 7'9". Well, we ended up going by his grave, and I went up and I did a live stream at his grave so that we could have an actual image. But I'm going to go to the museum in the summertime and show you the actual statue of him because they got a wax statue of him inside there. So we got 2 minutes left. Who wants to do another question and end the show?
Okay. Well, I can do one more here. All right. So, in a recent survey, nearly 20% of people say they only wash this once a year. What is it?
They
wash
something.
Wash.
The New Year's ball drop.
Are you saying wash or watch?
Wash.
Well, I hope it's not spreadsheets.
They're nutsack. Their filthy mouth out with soap. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with curtains. I do wash my curtains once a year. They could probably go for more, but I'm lazy. And they're lucky. Walls will go in too, Kim.
I think almost no one washes their curtains or their walls or whatever. Like, I think more people should, and I there's a lot of things that people should do a lot more frequently that they just don't. People are gross.
Here's an idea. Here's what you do: knock on people's door and be like, "Hi, it's your once a year time. I'm here to wash your curtains." And be like, "Great way to meet your neighbors." Yeah, I'd like to pull all the curtains down off your windows. I'm not able to see what's going on here well enough.
Your curtains.
Mhm. Yeah, that'd be an interesting conversation. Yeah. Mhm. Shelley says New Year's because I think she heard watch like Imogen and I did at first, and not
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wash.
Wash.
Not watch. Mhm.
All right. Here we go.
Something that gets washed once a year. Your car,
So-
your carpets, your
This
pets,
one's
your
gonna
Yeah.
gross you out.
Yes, wash. Yes.
So in a recent survey, nearly 20% of people say they only wash this at least once a year. The answer is their favorite pair of jeans.
Good stinky God. I wonder how often they're wearing them. Goodness. And does the crotch rot a hole in the center? I mean, goodness. How did that hole get there? Oh, I don't know. I only wash them once a year. I don't know.
I can't imagine washing clothing I wear often.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gross. I cannot accept that. I reject that data.
I know. You
Now
see
you
some-
wish it was curtains.
Yeah.
That's gross.
For 10 years? Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember now how you only have them for you've washed them once a year. Good God.
See, along the line of personal hygiene, my next guess would have been like their feet, like actually scrub soapy cloth, because there's a thing, a lot of people, like a lot of feet problems come from not proper washing because they'll just let soapy water run over. Like they don't actually use a cloth and scrub and whatnot and pay attention. And so they'll just let the soapy water run over themselves and that's it. Like they'll kind of wash the gross bits as they see it.
You know what? That you just made me think of a new business. How many businesses are in Victoria that wash feet? Huh? There's window cleaners, there's car cleaners, there's house cleaners. But how many feet cleaners do you know?
That is very specialized.
There's a niche for it. Everyone's got feet. Not everyone can reach their feet.
You know what? There are a few people around here who do not have feet. I see them around town with the with the little foot cups, like amputees. There's a few.
Because there was nobody washing their feet, and if they had a foot cleaner, right?
Things can be prevented.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these people personally, but I have seen a few people. It's not like it's one guy just dressed differently when I see him. It's like very different looking people. Like one dude is like 2 feet taller than another one. Like they're very different looking people. So these are different people. There's a few.
Well, he ordered the large prosthetics, and the other guy ordered the short prosthetics. Imogen. XL. What size would you like to order? I just like the small. It's cheaper. Yeah, and I want the big ones. I've never had big feet. Now I want a pair.
I'm fascinated by like the metal cups. Like there's a guy who's yes, on his stuff that he walks. He doesn't wear prosthetics, or maybe he does. I don't know. But I've seen him walking, and he's wearing metal cups, and like I'm fascinated by this. Like these are his shoes, and I'm fascinated. I have a collection of shoes, so I'm fascinated by his cups as shoes. Like it's just another one of my quirks on the history of fashion. It's that there's a lot of stuff you wouldn't think about there, but foot cups are. Yeah,
Alex is right. And Kim made me laugh. By the sounds of that survey, they could use crotch cleaners. Now there's another business, because there's nobody out there cleaning crotches either, right?
I mean, it is a service you can pay for if you go through certain avenues.
Well, no, we're talking like you could do it outside. You can just rub their crotch right there and give it to them right in.
Everything about that's horrible. It's also horrible.
It's been a while since we were on. It's been 3 weeks, so we've been back off of a little hiatus. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been a super fun night. We'll be back next week doing God knows what theme for our trivia show, but be sure to tune in.
Figure something out.
Right? As always, there's lots of laughs, lots of fun going on the trivia night show. Have a good night, guys. Bye.